The Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency also working closely with N.E.M.A to help with the restoration efforts throughout this country. Kelsey Johnson reports.
The storm ripped through the chain of islands last week as a Category 3. The damages left behind is said to be in the millions. But in order to get an accurate count, the National Emergency Management Agency is working closely with N.E.M.A, the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency. Rapid needs assessment teams were deployed on Saturday to Andros and Grand Bahama, based on a request by Captain Stephen Russell, Director of N.E.M.A. Joanne Prasad, Program Manager in Preparedness and Response with N.E.M.A, confirmed that the teams had left.
The team is a highly specialized team with certain skill sets. This includes coastal zone, structural and civil engineering, WASH, water and sanitation, which is a public health issue, emergency coordination and response. The team will essentially, in what we call a quick and dirty, or within a period of 3 days, assess the current status on those specific areas in each of the islands and determine what is the level of damage, the level of impact, and what is the best course of action. Therefore, identify recommendations in terms of low, medium, and high priority. The report will come out at the end of the 3 days, and this will advise the National Disaster Office and other public authorities on the best course of action to take. In the meantime, though, we understand that relief and other needs assessment are being undertaken, so we will coordinate our efforts with all that's happening on the ground to ensure there isn't duplication and that we avoid chaos. That's our primary objective in country, and as I said, we're here to support the Bahamas government, the Bahamas people, through the National Disaster Office, or N.E.M.A, your National Emergency Management Agency.
Luke Bethel, Operations Training Officer at N.E.M.A, thanked Prasad and her team for such quick response in these tough times. Bethel said that officials at N.E.M.A were briefed by the island administrators. He noted that those assessments were very helpful and insightful.
They've already started their assessments on the ground over there. They started to send preliminary reports to us. We then share that with the team that's coming in. In regards to communication, it worked. It worked, and we want the Bahamas to know it worked this time. We're in full not full, but the satellite phones that were assigned, it's working. We're communicating well with the administrators. Now, the administrator, that's, they're like the sub-office of N.E.M.A because they authorize under the director of N.E.M.A. They represent the director of N.E.M.A in each 22 districts. And they are they're the official language for us. They have fed us shared some good bit of information with us in regards to the electrical power, the water, and the infrastructure, other infrastructure, and particularly dwelling homes. We were concerned with that because the human safety and human life was first. That is priority.
Bethel said the information given by the rapid needs assessment teams will bring a unison. Those reports are expected to be completed in 3 days. In the interim, relief items are available for residents on those islands. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Network News.